Hello and welcome everyone. Myself Mijanur Rahaman, and today my topic of discussion is white blood cell or WBC. So let us start. Let us start by introducing what is WBC. WBC or white blood cell or leukocyte are the colorless and nucleated formed elements of the blood. And leuko is derived from of Greek words leukos, which means white. And alternate spelling for leukocyte is leukocytes also. That is another topic. So what is WBC first of all? WBC leukocyte is the colorless and nucleated formed elements of the blood, and it is in trace amount also, and it is derived from a Greek word that is leukos, which means white. Now it is a nucleated one. You know that RBC is non-nucleated and it is nucleated. Now WBC versus RBC. WBC differ from RBC in many aspects, and the differences between the WBC and RBC are given in a table 16.1. We'll go to the table also. The differences are in larger in size. WBC is larger in size. It is irregular in shape. It is nucleated. It is non-nucleated. RBC is. It has many types, and the granules are present in some of the WBCs, and lifespan is shorter. And RBC has more greater lifespan. So let us go the 16.1 table. Let us show the differences. The color. The WBC is colorless and RBC is red. Number. It is present in 4,000 to 11,000 per cubic mm of blood. And the RBC is present in 4.5 to 5.5 million per cubic millimeter. It is larger in size. Maximum diameter is around 18 micrometer, and it is smaller in size, and maximum diameter is around 7.4 micrometer. It is irregular in shape. It is disc shaped or biconcave. Nucleus WC has and RBC has not. Granules present in some time, and RBC it is absent. WC has many types and RBC is only one type. Lifespan it is shorter, only 0.5 to 15 days, and it is longer 120 days. So these are all the differences present between the WC and RBC. Now start with the classification. Some of the WBC have granules in the cytoplasm. Based on the presence or absence of the granules in the cytoplasm, the leukocytes are classified into two types. One is granulocyte, one is agranulocyte. Granulocyte means it has granules, and agranulocyte means it has no granules. Now, granulocytes. Depending upon the staining property of the granules, the granulocytes are classified into the three types. So what is the basis of the classification in case of granulocytes? It is the depending on the staining property of the granules. The granulocytes are classified into three types. One is the first one, that is neutrophil. The second one, eosinophil. The third one, basophil. Let us discuss one by one. The neutrophils are with granules taking both acidic and basic stains. It has both acidic and basic stain. And in case of eosinophil, they take only the acidic stain, and basophil take only the basic stain. So these are the differences. Now agranulocyte. Agranulocyte have the plain cytoplasm without granules, and agranulocyte are of two types. One is monocyte and one is lymphocyte. Lymphocyte has two types, one is T lymphocyte, one is B lymphocyte. Now, morphology of the white blood cells. The first one, that is neutrophil. Neutrophils, which are also known as polymorphs, have fine or small granules in the cytoplasm. So neutrophils are also known as polymorph, which is fine or small granules in their cytoplasm, and the granules take acidic and basic both the stain. When stained with Leishman stain, what is the name of the stain? That is Leishman stain. And which contains both acidic eosin and basic methylene blue, and the granules appear violet in color. Now, nucleus is multi-lobed. It is an important point. You must remember this one. And the number of the lobes in the nucleus depends on the age of the cell. And in younger cell, the nucleus is not lobed, and in older neutrophil, it has 2 to 5 lobes in a nucleus. And the diameter of the cell is 10 to 12 micron, which is given in a table 16.2. We will see the neutrophils are amoeboid in nature. This is the diagram of neutrophil. You can see the fine granules with eosin and methylene blue stain, and it has multi-lobe 1, 2, 3, 4. Here are 4 lobes. You can see clearly in the diagram. So this is the diagram of the neutrophil, which take both the acidic and basic stain. Now, eosinophil. Eosinophil have quartz or larger granules in the cytoplasm, which stain pink or red with eosin. And nucleus is bilobed and spectacle shaped. Diameter of the cell varies between 10 to 14 micron. So you can see that this is the diagram of the eosinophil, which has quartz granule with eosin stain. Its color is nearly about the pink or the red type of color, and it is stained with a eosin stain, and nucleus is bilobed and spectacle shaped, or you may also know as the headphone shape. Diameter of the cell varies between 10 to 14 micron. Then basophil, it also have the quartz granule in the cytoplasm. The granules are purple blue and with the methylene blue, and nucleus is bilobed. Diameter is in the cell is 8 to 10 micron. This is the diagram of the basophil, which is stained with basic stain. Now, monocytes. Monocytes are the largest leukocytes with diameter of 14 to 18 micron, and the cytoplasm is clear without any granules, and nucleus is round, oval or horse-shaped, and bean-shaped or kidney-shaped. Nucleus is placed either in the center of the cell or pushed to one side, and a large amount of cytoplasm is seen. So this is the monocyte. So nucleus is either it is in the center or it is pushed in one side, and nucleus has multiple shape, like it may be round or oval or heart shaped or bean shaped or kidney shaped. Last, lymphocyte. Like monocyte, the lymphocyte also do not have any granules in the cytoplasm, and the nucleus is either oval or bean shaped or kidney shaped, and nucleus occupies the whole of the cytoplasm, and the rim of cytoplasm may or may not be seen. This is the diagram of the lymphocyte, which has clear cytoplasm and nucleus occupying the whole of the cytoplasm. Nucleus is more large. Now, types of lymphocyte depending upon the size of the lymphocyte, it is divided into two groups. One is large lymphocyte, one is small lymphocyte. The large lymphocyte, the younger cells with a diameter of 10 to 12 micron, and in case of small lymphocyte, the diameter is 7 to 10 micron. And it is also divided into two types depending upon the function. The lymphocyte are T lymphocyte and B lymphocyte. T lymphocyte is associated with the cellular immunity, and B lymphocyte is associated with the humoral immunity. So cellular immunity, T lymphocyte; humoral immunity, B lymphocyte. Now, diameter and the lifespan of the WBCs. Neutrophil, diameter 10 to 12 micron, lifespan 2 to 5 days. Eosinophil 10 to 14 days, 14 micron and 7 to 12 days lifespan. Basophil 8 to 10 and 12 to 15 lifespan. Monocyte 14 to 18 micron and days in lifespan is 2 to 5. Lymphocyte 7 to 12 diameter and lifespan is half to 1 days. Now the largest one is monocyte, and which is the long lived is basophil. Now the normal white blood cell count. Normal white blood cell count in the cell, the total WBC count or TC is 4000 to 11,000 per cubic mm of the blood. And differential WBC count or DC is given in the table 16.3, which we have already discussed. No, sorry, we have not discussed. We will discuss this one. The normal values of different RBC is neutrophil. It is in maximum quantity 50 to 70%. Absolute value is 3000 to 6000. Then number second, that is the lymphocyte, 20 to 30%, and quantity is 1.5k to 2.7k. Then in the third position, monocyte, it is 2 to 6% and quantity is 200 to 600. Then eosinophil, that is 2 to 4% and it is 150 to 450. Then the basophil, that is 0 to 1% and the quantity is 0 to 100. So these are the normal values of the different type of RBC. So we have discussed about the TC and DC, the total count and differential count of the WBC. The TC is 4000 to 11,000 cubic mm of the blood, and differential count we have discussed that maximum neutrophil 50 to 70%, then lymphocyte 20 to 30%, then monocyte 2 to 6%, then eosinophil 2 to 4%, then basophil 0 to 1%, and quantitatively the neutrophil 3000 to 6000 per cubic mm of blood, then lymphocyte 1500 to 2700 per cubic mm of blood, then the monocyte 200 to 600, then eosinophil 150 to 450, and basophil at the last 0 to 100. So these are the all about WBC we have discussed today, and in the next video we will try to discuss about the variation in white blood cell count and the pathological condition also. So if you have any query or any doubt related to this topic, you can ask in the comment section and I will try to reply them all. And do like, share and subscribe to my channel for supporting me and my channel, and thank you so much for watching the entire video.